what's up guys? What I would do an interesting video this afternoon rather, talking about this business for cinema. So I got into an argument with someone on Instagram over this the other day. They were saying that these girls were lying about what Chris did, and claiming that these girls were making it up. And I just, the more I think about it, I just think about the situation. Like, I think about, it's like, why would those girls who spoke out about what Chris did to them, it's like, why would they, what reason would they have had for lying about that? What reason would they have had for making something like that up? Because, obviously, that's a pretty serious thing to lie about, and it's a pretty serious thing to make something like that up. You wouldn't make something like that up. You wouldn't lie about something like that because of how serious it's. Quite a serious thing. It's quite a major thing to lie about. It's just. I mean, it's like every time you've got these people that are defending Chris, saying, "Oh well, he's not been proven guilty in a court of law." But at the end of the day, there's a reason why it's not the why he was never taken to court, why he was never arrested, or we know the reason why for one of the girls at least, and that is because she was 16. She was 16, and because she was 16, there wasn't a single thing the police could do, because she was the legal age concerned. Therefore, he had not committed a crime. That's the only reason that that no further action was taken against him in that regard. But it's just madness, there's three things that really piss me off about it. A, that he's been allowed to continue posting on YouTube and basically living his life as normal after what he did. B, the fact that people are continuing to defend him and claim he did nothing wrong, which we all know is total bullshit. And continuing to treat Chris Ingham like he's the victim, like he's the innocent victim, when he's very far from that. And the third thing is that obviously Sarah stood by him, after what he did. Because most women would have thrown their husbands out of the house if they'd been accused of something like that. But not Sarah. She chose to stand by Chris and have 3 more kids by him. That's just shameful. Knowing what he did, there's no denying that he did what he did. There's too much evidence that proves what Chris did. It proves that he did do something. It's just, it's sad that, for these girls, because they can't, when things like this happen, they can't come forward. Or they feel like they don't feel like they can come forward, because every time they come forward and say that someone has done something like that to them, they're always accused of lying and making stuff up, and it shouldn't be like that. When girls come forward with things like that and say that something like that happened to them, they shouldn't be accused of lying or making things up. But that's what's happened in this. That's what's happening in this situation with Chris Ingham. These girls who have spoken out about what Chris did, they're basically being accused by people of lying and making stuff up, and that's just completely out of order. That people are actually doing that. I think it's quite sad, and it's quite sickening that people are accusing these girls of making stuff up and lying about what Chris did. Because as I said, what reason did they have for lying about that? For lying about what he did? What reason did they have for making something like that up? There was no, when you think about it, there wasn't really any major reason for them to want to lie about something like that, or for them to want to make something like that up. That is the problem. I would have understood if there was a reason for them to make something like that up or lie about something like that, but there was no reason for them to do that. There was no reason for them to lie about that, to lie about something as serious as that, or, as serious as that, or, to lie about something like that, or to make something like that up. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That people think he's doing nothing wrong, that people think he did nothing wrong. I really don't know what else to say. It's just unbelievable. Like, it's just sickening that people will think that these girls are lying. And these girls would make make something like that up. You know, these girls don't deserve to be accused of lying and making things up every time they come forward. You know, but unfortunately, that is what they're having to put up with. Is people think that, you know, it's like people actually think they would lie about something like that or make something like that up. I really don't know what else to say. I actually honestly don't know what else to say. You know, it's really, really shocking. You know, there's only one reason why Chris was never arrested. It's because of the girl's age. One of the girls was 16, so therefore the police couldn't do anything. But the other girl was 14, so therefore they could have done something about it. And this is what people are saying. Oh well, if the other girl was 14, why didn't they do anything? Because surely they would have. But I don't know. Obviously, no one really knows why the police didn't do anything. You know, I don't think they would have had any reason. You know, I was like, oh, you know, it's like, it's like mad. It's just madness that people think they would lie about something like that, and it makes me angry knowing that these girls have, you know, spoken about what Chris did to them, and they've been accused of lying and making stuff up because they don't deserve that. You know, it's sad that people think they would go to those lengths. It's sad that people think they would do something like that. It's sad that people think that they had a reason to do something. They had a reason for lying and making something like that up. So as I said, that's a pretty serious thing to lie about. That's a pretty serious thing to make up. You know, let's put it that way. I mean, I've said my piece on this. But it's just sad that, you know, that these girls are being accused of lying and making stuff up because they don't deserve that. You know, they've done nothing to deserve to be accused of lying about what Chris did or making it up. It's absolute BS that, you know, to think that people believe that these girls are lying and making stuff like that up. It's just ridiculous. It's horrible. You know, and these girls don't deserve that at all. Simple as that. I mean, that's all I really wanted to say, to be honest. But as I said, it's just like there's so many lies, you know, and the only people that are lying are the ones that are the people that think Chris Ingham is actually innocent, because he's not innocent, and he never will be innocent. And we all know that. We all know that he's not innocent. You know, we all know that he's guilty of sin. Simple as that. I don't care whether people think I'm being harsh or people think that I'm being negative here. But when people are accusing these girls of lying and making stuff up, then yeah, I am gonna come at them and say, well, what the fuck? You know, that's why would they lie about that? Why, as I said, why the hell would they lie about something like that? Why would they want to make something like that up? That's a pretty serious, as I said, that's a pretty damn serious thing to lie about. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I've said my piece on that, so I'll leave you with those thoughts for the day. I'll see you for another video soon. Bye bye.